As the sun shines in all of my glory, my flaws don't look so bad at all. What was I so afraid of?
Hey everybody, it's Sharmel. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with another retwist with me, and as you guys see from the title, we're doing a little bit more than retwisting, so let's get into it. So I've been back to locks now for about 5 months, and as the extensions start to settle in, I definitely felt like they needed a little refresh. If you've been keeping up with this set of locks, I've been talking about the color. So last year I got my hair professionally colored just to like a natural black color after wearing browns and blondes for a few years. But over time, that natural black has started to fade back to that brown color, and so you can see a difference between like my natural hair and the lock extensions, and I don't really like that, so I'm gonna do a little refresh on the color. And then secondly, y'all, these lock extensions are just a little too long for me. The lock extensions are only 12 inches, but I underestimated how long my natural hair was. So my natural hair plus the lock extensions, y'all, in the back, the locks are definitely like waist length if I stretch them, and it's just a bit much. So I'm also gonna give them a nice little trim. So I really like bob to medium length hair on me, so that's kind of what I'm going for today, but I am going to keep some length because I still want to have some versatility. So I'm kind of cutting like about armpit length. So I'm starting with the locks in the front first, and I'm just kind of snipping 1 to 2 at a time so that I can get it to frame my face how I like it. And then next I'm going to pull the rest of my locks just kind of forward, and y'all, I just decided to go for it and just do a cut across. And so I took off maybe like 2-3 inches. You guys will see in a second how much I cut off. So yeah, this is how much I cut. I also like layers and shapes, so I'm gonna add a few layers to it. So I'm starting like with the hair in the back, and I'm just pulling it forward, well, up and forward, and then I just cut across. Basically kind of how I used to do my wigs when I used to cut layers in my wigs. I literally followed that same like method, and honestly I'm just kind of playing around with it, using my separate mirror, doing ponytail checks to make sure I don't go too short, and yeah, just cutting it. I'm used to cutting my hair, so I wasn't nervous doing this, but I will say if you've never cut your hair before, maybe you should think twice before doing this. But these are extensions, you guys. I don't plan to keep my extensions forever anyways, and yeah, I just really like shape, and like I said, I like that medium length. They were just too long, and so I'm really happy with this new length that I cut them to. I still had a cute little ponytail, so yeah, y'all. Now moving on to color. So I know I said I was done with the color, y'all, but the color wasn't done with me, and I decided that I wanted to go back to like brown and light hair. So I'm using some BW bleaching powder as well as 30 volume developer. I mixed those according to the directions, and then I also added in some strengthening conditioner, and I'm just using that to lighten the ends of my locks. I'm starting with the front sections first just because I want the front of my hair to be a little lighter than the back. So yeah, I'm starting with the front first, and I'm just making sure to really work in that bleaching solution. And I'm only doing like an ombre. I'm not going all the way up to my roots. So I'm mainly just focusing on the lock extensions and not really on my natural hair, because I am trying to stick to my word about not chemically processing my natural hair with color. So since these are lock extensions, I said if I want some color, I better do it now while I still have these extensions in. And so yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I start in the front, and then I just slowly work my way to the back of my head. But yeah, y'all, I went back and forth on what I wanted to do, because I was just gonna just say forget it and just recolor the top part of my hair back dark so that everything would blend. But y'all, it's the summertime, it's a new season. I was looking at some old pictures of when I used to have my brown and blonde locks, and I don't know, I just feel like the brown works. Like, I love the dark hair. I probably will go dark again at some point, but yeah, I feel like in the summer just the brown hair really compliments me. So I'm starting off light, y'all. I decided just to start with a little ombre. You guys will see the results soon, but yeah, I may or may not go in for another processing, or maybe add some highlights to it at some point, but I am going to take my time. I didn't want to like over process it or do too much too soon. I did test one of my extra lock extensions, like I bleached it before I committed to doing my whole head, but yeah, I definitely want to give it time just to see how the lock extensions respond, because I don't want them falling out or breaking or snapping or anything like that. So yeah, if I do decide to go light lighter or add more highlights. I'm gonna do it at a later time. So yeah, I could just give the extensions time to adjust to this new color. But yeah, y'all, I'm just making sure to go in and really squeeze the bleach in so that it is coloring evenly, or lifting evenly, I should say. I let this process for about like 30 to 45 minutes, and that includes me applying the product. It started to lift pretty quickly, so yeah, it took me maybe 20 minutes to get through my whole head, and then I let it sit for another like 15 to 20 minutes while I cleaned up and stuff. And yeah, this is what it's looking like. And so now I'm going to rinse and shampoo my hair. So first I'm going to go in with my neutralizing shampoo, and the neutralizing shampoo is just going to stop the hair from processing if there's any bleach left over, and the suds will also turn pink if there's any bleach left over. So I keep rinsing until the water runs clear. Then I went in with the little shimmer lights just to help tone it a little bit. I also used my hydrating shampoo from Sacred to balance out the hair, and then I went in with some conditioner just to replenish the hair as well. And so here is how the color turned out. I am definitely pleased with the result. It came out to be this nice brown color, y'all. It's real simple. I didn't want to go too crazy right away, so I did keep it simple, and I do think it lifted to a nice brown. I probably will go back in and add highlights eventually for a little more dimension, but this is cool for now. As far as the integrity of the lock extensions, the lock extensions were still in good shape. They were still soft. They didn't feel brittle. It didn't feel like any of them were damaged. I'm definitely overdue for a lock extension update, so I will be filming one of those soon. But now I'm just following up with some hair oil, running that through my locks as well as applying it to my scalp. You guys know the routine. And after washing my hair, I could definitely see the cut a lot better, and I'm super happy with the cut. I still have length, but I just feel like this length is just a lot better. I love my ponytail. I love the way my ponytail looks with this length and the color. But now we're gonna move on to retwisting, and I'm gonna be trying out a new product today to retwist my hair. This is the Jamaican Mango and Lime Love Your Locks 5-in-1 Lock Gel. I seen it at my beauty supply and I was curious, so we are giving it a try. It's supposed to be used for like styling, so ponytails, you can use it on your edges, but you can also use it to retwist your locks. So yeah, I'm gonna try it on my locks. I tried it on my edges and it gave me a okay hold, but it wasn't like a lasting hold for my edges, so I was definitely interested to see how the actual retwist would hold. But y'all have seen me retwist my locks a million times. If you are new here, I usually just kind of spray my scalp a little bit with some water to dampen it. I'll go in with the little oil. I don't use combs as much. I pretty much use my fingers to kind of part, and then I take a little bit of the product in my hand, and I do a mixture of like locksmithing and palm rolling to retwist, and then I clip and pin them out the way. As far as my first impressions for this product, as I was retwisting, it was super easy to work with. It was pretty lightweight, wasn't like too sticky. A little goes a long way, and overall I do think that it did a pretty good job at just kind of smoothing all of my loose hairs together as I was retwisting. I feel like it has a decent hold. If you keep watching, you'll definitely see how my hair looked the following day. And I decided to do just a regular retwist, no style, because I wanted to see like how good of a hold this product really has. In general, when I want to get like longer wear out of a fresh retwist, I'll go in a style because it does help the retwist last a little longer. I'm gonna be honest, this retwist did not last very long. Although I have lock extensions, the top portion of my locks, which is my real hair, they would still be considered like starter locks, so they're still very soft. Again, I'll be doing an update really soon, but the hair is just not completely locked. And if you've gone on a lock journey, just how your hair is still very frizzy and soft in the first 5 months of your lock journey, my natural hair is still very soft and it gets frizzy really fast. So my retwists honestly haven't been lasting very long without a style in general. I often get comments from people saying like their retwists don't last long, they get frizzy really quick. If you are within the first year of your lock journey, just know that that is completely normal. And as your locks mature, the frizz should start to minimize. You should start to get a little bit more wear out of your retwist. But per usual, if you want to make your retwist last longer, I always recommend going into a style right after. That's what I usually do. if I know I want to keep like my retwist crisp for a while. But yeah, I'm done retwisting, so now I'm just going in with a little edge control to touch up my edges. I'm using my Style Factor Edge Booster, y'all already know. Then I'm gonna go ahead and mousse it down. I'm gonna also tie it down with just some wrapping papers, and that's just gonna help it further set. And then I set under a hooded dryer for about 45 minutes or until your hair is dry. Once it's dry, I remove the clips, and that was it, y'all. Again, this was a really basic retwist. I didn't do a style. I kept it super simple. Overall, it was a decent retwist. Like I said, it didn't last very long, but it has been hot. I have been working out, so I feel like my roots sweated out pretty quickly. I forgot to film a clip of what it looked like when I first removed the clips, but this is how my hair looked the following day. Again, it looks good, but the roots was definitely starting to fluff already. But I really wanted to do no style because I have been doing a lot of styles back to back, and I felt like I just needed to allow my locks to just be. But that's it, you guys. I love the new cut. I love the new color. Definitely happy with my decision. But thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all of my social media platforms, and I will see you beautiful people in my next video. Bye.